Hello everybody, welcome back to Persona 5. It's been a while since I recorded, and it's really my fault. I was super lazy and I just wasn't feeling it, and but yeah, I decided it's time to get back. It's time to get back into it, so I guess the first thing we gotta do is talk to Ryuji, and then, go to bed. Delete it at once. It's talking about the meta-nav that Igor was talking about. So let's go on to sleep. Sleep's helpful for a growing boy, Though Minata is pretty grown. Well, I say pretty grown. He's like 16, I think. Anyway, back at the Velvet Room. Fun.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I thought about resuming our previous conversation tonight. That is why I have summoned you.
That's so.
What are your thoughts? Are you becoming accustomed to this place?
Don't be stupid. I haven't even really used it yet.
You got some nerve, inmate!
You goddamn right I do.
I imagine you have many reservations about returning here from your joyous everyday life. However, it will be problematic if you do not become accustomed to this.
Okay,
Your
fine,
rehabilitation determines if ruin can be stopped. Yet, such a feat cannot be done by you alone. But today,
Well, damn.
you entered a partnership
That
with
sorta
someone who
sucks.
awoke to the same power, haven't you?
I mean, yeah, kinda, Ryuji, yes.
Involving yourself with others is an important foundation for your recovery. You've done well. That said, I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships. It must not be a frivolity, but a ring of those who would, by morals or faith, lend you their strength. In other words, they are bonds with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The expansion of said ring will, in return, help you mature as well.
So making friends helps people
Personas
mature.
are the strength of heart.
Okay.
The stronger the bonds that surround you, the more power your personas will gain. There are countless people in the city who have talents that a weakling like you doesn't. You better rack that noggin of yours and get them on your side. We'll change that into power.
Sure thing, bitch. But yeah. Confidence
Indeed,
are
you should be prepared to use
this
even
game's social
myself,
link.
or your ambitions will not come to...
Shut up, Igor. Okay, so confidence are basically this game's version of social links, and I usually skip through some of the meaningless stuff. I'm not the best when it comes to actually maxing out confidence. I came close to maxing them out on my last run, but in this game they give you special abilities, and I'll show those off at a later time. There's a few social link or confidence that I really want to focus on, and one of
Now
those.
this conversation's over. Get lost, inmate.
I'm not above saying the name of the actual confident, but I won't say who it is. I really want to focus on the tower confident. I want to get it maxed out, and I want to get the star confident maxed out, because those are
I can't do
some
this.
really good confidence. They give you some really nice abilities while you're in Mementos and in the palaces. I can't remember if Mementos has been mentioned or not. If it has, then I'm in the clear. If it hasn't, then I might. Well, I'll just talk about it at a later point. So we gotta go to the gymnasium. Sure. That's cool. Here's hoping nothing bad happens.
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit. Pretty boring. Right?
I will admit, I love these scenes. The, like, real anime-esque scenes, because they're honestly really nice. Ouch.
Sorry. Hey, are you alright? Someone, take him to the nurse's office.
He'll pay soon enough.
Alright, let's resume the match.
He beams a student, sends him to the nurse's office, and resumes the match. That's disgusting. Whatever, though. Alright, so let's go look for the people we saw in the palace the other day. Alright, so we gotta go to Class D. Alright. So now we have quick travel, which is really nice. Let's go to the classroom. And this guy right here. Yes, let's talk to the blackboard. Okay, so
This sucks.
Damn it!
So, from that guy alone, it shows that he's being the volleyball players are being abused. Even if we hadn't seen what we saw in his palace. Alright. So I gotta go to the classroom building 3C. Alright, so the long and short of it is, the volleyball players are definitely being abused, and they just can't talk about it. They're scared because they feel like nothing will come of it. At least, you know, that's what my first thoughts were. 3C. Why am I running around pointlessly? That's 1D. Oh, this is seniors, aren't they? I was on the wrong floor that entire time. Way to go, me. Alright, where's homeboy at? He ain't this way. He's probably gonna be in the actual classroom. So that's 3A, this is 3B, there we go, 3C. Nope. Oh, there's An and one of her friends.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice. At least she worried.
Transfer student.
Okay, what the hell? Yeah, this always bugs me. I can never find the guy I'm looking for. Let's go to the courtyard. Okay, Ryuji's handling that building. That's not where I want to be at. So where is he? 3C. I did okay, so that's actually something that I never knew could happen. So I guess if it's... Alright, so I just had to listen to them. Yeah.
Sure.
You mention abuse, and then they sort of stutter a bit, which is completely fair. Alright, 1B, so top floor. It's honestly completely fair for somebody to wanna try and not talk about it, because, and I'm gonna leave a I guess it's what you would call a trigger warning at the beginning of the video, because this entire episode is going to be dealing with stuff like physical abuse, verbal abuse, sexual harassment, and suicide to a big extent. And it's really fucked up. It honestly really is. And there's one scene in particular that I'm going to
It'll be quick.
I'm gonna make another warning for.
Anyway, what's with you? Like how you were late the other day. There's that weird rumor about you too.
What do you want with him?
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
We just happen to get to know each other.
What are you planning on doing to Mr. Kamoshida?
Huh? I see. I getcha. You're all buddy-buddy with Kamoshida after all.
This has nothing to do with you, Sakamoto.
If you found out what he's been doing behind your back, you'd dump him right away.
Behind my back? What's that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Anyway, people are already talking about you two. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but no one's gonna help you. I'm warning you, just in case. That's all.
Why she gotta be so aggressive all the time? She's been like that since middle school. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I had no luck on my end. What about you? Did anything like someone's name turn up?
Yeah. Emphysema.
I don't get where you're going with that.
It might have been a different name. Kitajima Mishima.
Huh? Special coaching, huh?
I just love that emphysema was an option. Honestly, it's just
guy covered in bruises.
it's
Let's
some of
talk to him
the
before he leaves then.
some of the options that are in this game are just really funny. I hope there's one in particular
Hey, got a second?
that I hope I can show off, but I don't know if I'll be
You
able
too.
to.
Come on, we just want to chat. Kamoshida's been coaching you, huh? You sure it's not just physical abuse? Certainly not. What are you talking all polite for? Anyways, we saw him spike you today, right in the face.
That was just because I'm not good at the sport.
Still,
No, it
that
ain't.
doesn't explain all the other bruises you've got. They're from practice. Is he forcing you to keep quiet? That's...
What's going on here? Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
I'm not feeling well today.
He spikes him in the face and then still expects him to come
Maybe
to
you're better
practice.
off quitting then. You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show up to practice.
Didn't you hear? He ain't feeling well.
Well, Mishima, are you coming to practice or not?
I'll go.
As for you, any more trouble and you'll be gone from the school for sure.
Bastard.
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line? Just don't get in the way of my practice. All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
That's your own goddamn fault.
This won't get us anywhere. Let's go, Mishima.
I swear.
Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn. Unworthy students like yourselves don't have any right to be here. Get with the
Unworthy.
program.
Yes, sir.
Who is he to call someone unworthy?
That asshole. He's gonna pay for this.
There's no point.
Huh?
Proving that he's physically abusing us is meaningless. Everybody knows. The principal, our parents, they all know, and they all keep quiet about it.
This has gotta be a joke.
And that's honestly really messed up too, is that the principal and their parents
Nothing's going to help.
keep quiet about the physical abuse that he's doing. It's stupid.
No, I ain't giving. I'll try one more time to persuade the other guy.
Honestly, just the stuff that goes on with Kamoshida just pisses me off. It really does. So
I'll just add this.
I'm gonna save after every day. Something that's changed since the last time you guys saw is this video. I started doing a second run to have in my downtime because I was bored and I really didn't want to play on this file without recording. Like when I start up a game in stream, I don't mind playing my streamed files alone because you know, it's a stream file. I can just come back to it whenever. But for recordings, I don't like doing anything off screen, anything major off screen. So I'll start up another file and play. Alright, so let's fast forward through this, because that doesn't tell me much of anything, other than the students admire Kamoshida for some dumb reason. So, witnesses. She ain't on the team. Okay. Good old Ryuji. At least he tried. I will admit though, Ryuji's not one of my
Shouldn't you be heading
favorite
to volleyball?
characters.
Uh-huh. That bruise above your eye. Is that from practice too?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. Volleyball's the only thing I can do right. Shouldn't you take that?
It's probably just my part-time job, I think.
I should get going.
Shiho. Are you sure you're okay?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Today won't work. I'm not feeling so good. Sorry. Bye.
Hey, wasn't that Takamaki?
Rumor has it she's dating Kamoshida.
Seriously?
I heard people saw them in his car together.
You know, she seems pretty easy, huh? You think I'd have a chance too?
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
That's just... I'll admit, I'm not the biggest fan of An, and I'm not the biggest fan of
What is it?
Ryuji. But the shit that just happens with them, with both of them individually, just pisses me off.
Huh?
And Shiho is just, Shiho's a great character. I do like Shiho. She's
Okay.
She may not be a major character, but she's a supporting character, and she's honestly just really great.
Then I'll...
Damn it! What the hell? Is that what it looks like? All of them kept saying the same shit Mishima was talking about. Kamoshida had to have told him something. At this rate, looks like we'll have to go to him directly. I know. But seriously, isn't there something we can do? No way I'm gonna give in like this. Can you think of anything?
We could always go back in the metaverse.
Oh, that'd be fine if we could do it without getting caught, but if we got any other... So, what do we do? The king? I didn't think... Is there any meaning to...
I finally found you!
Oh, look, it's a cat.
You say something?
Don't think you can get away with not paying me back for helping you.
It's a talking cat.
Voice. Is that you, Morgana?
How dare you up and leaving me the other day?
The cat's talking?
I am not a cat! This is just what happened when I came to this world. It was a lot of trouble finding you two.
I'm sure it was.
Wait, you came to our world? Does that mean you've got a phone?
You don't need one when you're at my level. I did get pretty lost making my escape.
I love that.
That aside, why can you talk? You're a cat!
How should I know?
You hearing this too?
Meow?
This is no time to be joking around!
You guys are having a rough time of this, I heard you mention something about
Oh,
weaknesses.
man. Like I said, it's just some of the...
You know, I could tell you a thing or two about what to do. You were pretty close just a moment ago.
God, that condescending attitude. This thing's gotta be Morgana.
You were still doubting me?
Yeah, quiet down!
We really have to be looking for a cat in a busy time like this?
I just heard a meow somewhere near here. Didn't you hear it?
that might have been me.
Make sure you check every nook and cranny around.
Meow? Does that mean only us two can understand what you're saying?
Yep.
Looks like it.
What the hell's going on? Anyways, what you were talking about earlier, is it for real?
You're quite the skeptic for being an idiot.
Hey, tell us more. Then again, this probably ain't the best place. Here, stick it in your bag for now. It should be just small enough to fit.
Hey! How dare you treat me like...
Ryuji. Ryuji's an idiot, but I swear.
Don't be so rough with me.
Enough of that. You said you know how we can do something about Kamoshida, right?
It has to do with what this guy was talking about earlier. You'll need to attack his castle.
What do you mean?
That castle is how Kamoshida views this school. He doesn't realize what happens in there, but it's deeply connected to the depths of his heart. Thus, if the castle disappears, it would naturally impact the real Kamoshida.
What'd happen?
A palace is a manifestation of a person's distorted desires. So, if that castle were no more... Precisely. You sure pick up things fast.
I mean, I've done this
For real? He's gonna turn
3
good?
times now.
But is that really getting back at him?
Erasing a palace essentially means forcing the owner to have a change of heart. However, even though their warped wants disappear, the crimes they committed remain. Kamoshida will become unable to bear the weight of those crimes, and he'll confess them himself.
You for real? That's possible?
And since the palace will no longer exist, he'll forget what we did there as well. Not only will we be able to bring Kamoshida down,
but there won't even be a trace of our involvement.
That's amazing!
There is...
You are one incredible cat!
There is something cool about the voice actor
Except for the cat part.
for Morgana.
So, how do we get
Well,
rid of
there's
the palace?
something cool about a lot of the
By
voice
stealing
actors.
the treasure
But for
held within.
Morgana specifically, in the game Shin
I'll
Megami
tell you more once
Tensei
you agree
4
to go ahead with
Apocalypse,
It's my most valuable
Morgana
secret
is the
plan,
voice
after
of
all.
or the
You wanna help
voice
me out?
actor for
I'll
Morgana
gladly teach you.
is the voice of
What's it
Toki, who is
Let's run and dry looking for witnesses.
my favorite character
We have no
in
choice but to go along.
Apocalypse.
Good. Oh, right. There's
And
one more
she's
thing
like,
I should tell you.
she's strong as fuck in Apocalypse.
If we erase a palace, there is no doubt that the person's distorted desires will be erased as well. But desires are what we all need in order to survive. The will to sleep, eat, fall in love. Those sorts of things.
What are you getting at?
If all of those yearnings were to vanish, they'd be no different than someone who is shut down entirely. They may even die if they're not given proper care.
Oh damn.
So,
They might die?
will you listen to everything I have to say first?
Would their death be our fault?
I mean,
Aren't you
yeah.
determined enough to face those kinds of risks?
Hey, what do you think?
Let's kill the king. I'm interested.
For real?
Yeah.
Sheesh. I come all this way and this is what I get. It's not like anyone will ever find out.
That's not the point. If we just go around secretly doing whatever we want, we'd be no better than that effing Kamoshida.
Isn't this your only option? I'll come back later. Make sure you've made your decision by then.
Man, we're getting all worked up for nothing. Damn it. I'll try and see if I can figure out another way. Come on, let's get out of here.
So, I don't know what made me think of it, but I kind of want to hark back to whenever I started playing Pokemon Ruby on the channel. Which is, it's old. I never even finished Ruby. I don't even have the save file for Ruby anymore. But, back when I, was recording Ruby, I didn't really have a decent mic, because, like, at the time, everything I had was recorded from my, laptop. And so my laptop at the time had a really crappy mic. And so, I would use my iPod or my cell phone to actually record my commentary. Well, I say that. This was before this was when I was figuring out how to do Ruby. And when I was figuring out how to do Ruby, but I was also trying to emulate and record.
Will you please give it a rest?
Oh shit.
I told you, I'm not
It
feeling
can
up
wait.
to it. Wait, what? That's not what you promised. And you call yourself a teacher? This has nothing to do with Shiho.
Uh-oh.
Shiho's starting position. Wait, were you listening? Haven't you heard of privacy?
We're in a public place. Come on now.
No, I was out of line. Sorry. So, how much? See, it's nothing at all. Nothing.
Didn't sound like nothing. So this is a really weird part of the game. Like, this specific thing that's about to happen is really weird. Because even if I had just went straight home, this scene would activate, and so I would have to do this. And I'm honestly not the biggest fan of it because it's kind of creepy. Like, it is really creepy.
No.
Because, like, she's clearly running away from you.
I don't have anything to talk about with you. It was just an argument.
Thank you very much!
You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time. He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means. If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team. I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough of this. I hate him. But still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school. Tell me, what should I do? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem.
That scene's pretty chilling to me. I just...
What am I saying? I barely even talked to you before. No, this was all my fault.
Yeah.
You're so weird. Usually everyone just ignores me. Are you really a bad person, as the rumor says? You just don't seem like it.
Yeah, girl, I'm bad to the bone.
That you assaulted someone. That you almost killed them.
Almost
had a feeling they
killed
were all
them?
just exaggerations.
Wow.
You seemed lonely. Almost like you didn't belong anywhere. You're the same in that regard. Maybe that's why it was so easy for me to talk to you. Is there really no way for me to help Shiho? I wish he'd just change his mind. Like, forget about me and everything. As if something like that would ever happen.
It could happen. I mean, it's a
I
possibility.
wasn't asking for a serious response. But I do feel a bit better now. I'm gonna head home. Don't tell anyone what I told you, okay? I'll try and think of a way to persuade Kamoshida. Well, thanks.
So, back to the story. And that is awful timing. Holy shit.
Suzui, are you leaving?
What is it?
Mr. Kamoshida's asking for you. He's in the PE faculty office.
What did he say?
I don't know. Well, I have to go.
On.
Oh,
Hey now, don't be mean, Sojiro.
Hey.
Sorry, Sojiro. Okay, so... God damn it! Every time. Okay, so... The story. The first Let's Play I was actually going to do was going to be Ocarina of Time. But it was going to be emulated. And at the time, I couldn't really record my microphone well, so I would pull up my phone or my iPod, and I would record my commentary from there, and email it to myself, and then download the commentary onto my laptop to edit it, and it was honestly it was always bad. It was never really good. So, it was really silly.
I should write
Alright,
something.
so, hit that save button, as we always do, and let's go to bed. Stealing Kamoshida's desires. So, I personally feel like Kamoshida deserves a lot of shit, including, like, to a degree,
Yeah, that's
death.
ridiculous.
But I'm a bit morbid on certain subjects, and on subjects like that, I definitely am against Kamoshida stuff like that.
So I assume all of you know about the separation of power.
Warning: the upcoming scene is very sensitive to the subjects of suicide and physical abuse, as well as the rest of the ongoing segment. So if you are turned off by that, please skip to the timestamp that is on the screen at this time. Thank you so much. Alright, back to the scene.
There are 3 branches in our government. This division of
You made up your... No matter how much thinking you do, there's only one option. You'd be better off just listening.
I didn't hear a cat.
Settle down! We're in the...
If you only
Damn
knew
Fergal.
I'm reading this...
Hey, what's that?
Alright.
Enough! This is a classroom!
Wait, she's going to jump!
Suzui?
Shio?
For real? Come on, let's go.
Hey! Stay in your seats! Do not step foot outside of this room!
No way! Huh? Is she gonna commit suicide?
It's Suzui! Shio Suzui!
Huh? Suzui-san? Let's go look.
She fell!
Calm down! Back to your seats!
No! Why?
Hey,
Honestly, this scene is incredibly chilling. I hate this scene. Let's go through to the practice building. Alright, so we gotta go through here, I believe. That's the exit. I really can't talk much for what just happened because it messes with me. It really does. And
Class is still in session.
Shio.
what the hell's wrong with these people?
We need someone to go with her. Are there any teachers around? I'm not in charge of her class, though.
We should leave this to Principal Kobayakawa.
I'll go.
Please hurry.
Shio. Why?
On. I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore.
Shio? Huh? Kamoshida? No! Shio!
Volleyball team.
Return to your classrooms at once!
That guy. Hey, wasn't Machine... We're gonna make him talk this time.
Teachers, return to your classrooms for the time being. Please do not let any students go home yet.
That hurts! Why'd you run like that, huh?
I didn't run.
She jumped and tried to kill herself!
Leave me alone.
He's right. We ain't trying to get you busted. We won't say you talked either.
Suzui. She was called out by Mr. Kamoshida.
Wait, what?
I was called by him a number of times too. To the teacher's room. It wasn't just me or Suzui either. He'd nominate someone when he was in a bad mood and hit them.
So the physical punishment thing was for real.
Yesterday, he called Suzui out of the blue. She didn't make any mistakes or anything. Mr. Kamoshida seemed really irritated that day. So it must have been worse than usual.
He didn't... That son of a bitch!
Alright, so we're back in control. Like I said, there's honestly really not much I could say about that. And usually I don't have a hard time talking.
Huh?
You bastard! The hell did you do to that girl?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me!
That is enough!
What you did wasn't coaching.
What did you say?
You ordered me to call Suzui here. I can only imagine what you did to her.
You're going on and on about things you have no proof of. Basically, you're simply making these claims because you can't be a regular on the team, right?
That's not what this is about!
Even if it is exactly as you imagine it to be, hypothetically speaking, what can you do? We just received a call from the hospital. Suzui's in a coma, and her chances of recovery are slim. How would someone like that make a statement?
That's fucking...
There's no chance of her getting better, I hear. Oh, the poor girl.
Shit like that just fucking pisses me off.
Can't be.
And I get that this is a video game and it's not real, but this is real shit that happens
Does this mean we need to
in
have yet another case
real
of
life.
self-defense?
Shit like this goes on in real life.
Why are you stopping me? But still!
And
Oh,
it's
you're
just...
stopping him? What a surprise. There's no need to hold back. Why not attack me? Oh, you can. But of course you can. Everyone present right now will be expelled. I'm reporting all of you at the next board meeting.
What? You can't make a decision like that!
Who would seriously consider what scum like you say? You threatened me too, Mishima, so you're just as responsible.
Huh?
To think you didn't know why I kept someone as talentless as you on the team. You act like you're a victim. But you leaked his criminal records, didn't you? It's all over the internet, correct? How terrible.
Mishima? He told me to do it. I had no choice.
Now, are we finished here? You're all expelled. You're done for. Your futures are mine to take. Now get out of my sight.
I can't believe this asshole's getting away with this! Huh? Oh, right.
Huh? I don't understand what garbage like you were thinking. All you can do is wait for your...
So, once things in the game sort of calm down a bit, and I go back to LeBlanc, I'm gonna go on a rant for a
We're
little
simply
bit.
stealing his distorted desires. Can I assume that you've made up your minds about this? About how he might suffer a mental shutdown?
I have. Someone almost died because of him. I don't give a rat's ass what happens to him anymore.
And you? Then it's settled.
By the way, is getting rid of a palace hard? You've tried it before, right?
When did I ever say that?
Huh? What? Were you just pretending to know?
Is it true that you're getting expelled?
Well, damn, news
Everyone's
travels
talking
fast.
about it.
That asshole's at it again. So you came all this way to tell us that?
You're going to deal with Kamoshida? Let me in on it too.
Shit, I'm fine with that.
You can't just sit back and do nothing after what happened to Shiho.
This has nothing to do with you. Don't butt your head into this.
But it does! Shiho's my...
I said don't get in our way!
That was harsh.
We can't take her somewhere like that.
I hope that she doesn't torment herself over this. When it comes down to it, women don't hesitate.
We just gotta hurry up and deal with Kamoshida. Let's go already.
There are certain points where I feel bad for Anna. Because a lot of shit happens to her that I feel bad for her about. And I just want to, like, smack Ryuji
Like
and call him an idiot.
So I hope you're ready. Those who covertly sneak in and stylishly steal treasure. That is what we become.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool. So we just gotta say the school, Kamoshida's name, and castle. And then we end up in Bizarro World. How the hell's all this? True. There's no point in thinking about it now. We'll show that effing cunt.
Let's go.
They really are going to do something. They're doing something with... Huh?
Alright, so this is important. This shows that if somebody is nearby with the while somebody has the metaverse nav open,
Alright, time to bust on through.
You can
What is this?
that person will also be transported. That is something to keep in mind because it happens a lot.
That voice. Sakamoto? And are you...
Why are you here?
How should I know? What's going on? Hey, where are we? Isn't this the school?
I see. Perhaps she was dragged in because of that app thing. If multiple people can enter with the person who uses it, it stands to reason it'll pull anyone nearby.
And Morgana explains exactly what I just explained.
Wait, so this is related to...
Anyways...
No!
The shadows are going to find us.
No way! It's...
Monster?
You better explain what's going on!
I'm gonna try to skip through some of the text as fast as I
How are we
can.
supposed to do that?
That way, you know,
Take
I
her back
can
to where we came in.
get closer to
That's
ending
how
the
it works
episode.
last time,
But
right?
honestly, there's something on my chest that I really
Can you lend me a
just
hand?
want to get off.
What are you?
We'll explain after everything.
Hey!
Whoa, sorry, I didn't mean. That's not a.
You guys. Ah!
We better be careful.
You should have checked. Why do I, the one who was just...
Shut up. Ah, jeez. Takamaki
That girl's name is An Takamaki. Lady...
Shut up, Morgana.
The shadows of no... We're counting on...
Joker.
Don't
Alright, this
refer
is
to it
where
as
we
your
get our
way
code
more.
names.
It's a code
So,
name. What kind of
Minato
stupid
will
phantom
be
thief would
Joker.
use their- And there's no telling what kind of a... It's just a...
So.
Because he's our trump...
And I
It's
kind of
settled
like the
then.
name Joker.
Next up is you, Ryuji. Thug.
Thug.
Are you gonna fight with me? Honestly.
Fine.
Oh,
And Ryuji is
what do we do
Skull.
about this? How about.
Well, if Joker thinks it's... Alright.
And we've got
From here on
Mona.
out, we are Joker, Skull. We need to be absolutely...
Alright.
Okay, so I can finally
I'll just
save.
end this.
So this has been an incredibly story-heavy episode, and I really just I want to rant for a bit. So the shit Kamoshida did is shit that happens in everyday life. Yeah, it's just in a video game, but the video game is just telling a story through different parts that happen in everyday life, and it's such bullshit. It's so stupid, and it's so sickening that people like Kamoshida get away with that crap every single day. So, what I originally had here, I have removed because it didn't really convey my thoughts well, because at the time I was still recording and I didn't want to make the video any longer than it should, but that might end up happening anyway. The point I wanted to make that I didn't convey at all was that I am depressed, much like Shiho is. The thoughts of what have went on earlier in this video mess with my head nearly every day, and amongst thousands, millions of other people every day those thoughts plague them, and it's hard because I understand where Shiho is coming from, and plenty of other people understand her even more than I would. And so I just want to come out and say, guys, if you are suffering from any kind of depression, any kind of suicidal tendencies, thoughts, any of that, please seek help. Don't just try to end it. Yeah, shit may be bad. Shit may be bad for a long time, but please know that at least somebody out there loves you, and not just think that you're a waste of space. Okay, guys? And I love you guys. I love people. I hate people, but I love people, if that makes sense. And so, on a really down note to end this episode on, I'm sorry for the downness of it. I'm gonna save again. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all have a great day, great night, great afternoon, and I really hope you all have a great and safe life. I love you guys. So, I hope you all have a great day, great night, great afternoon, whenever you decide to watch this, and peace out.